Hi, welcome to science class. I guess you're surprised to see me here rather than with you there at Sheldon Leonard Junior High School. After the little incident yesterday during our inquiry exploration into endothermic reactions, Principal Finlayson and I had a long talk about what happened. He wants to kind of have a formal investigation, and so in the meantime, while we're waiting for the outcome of that investigation, Principal Finlayson suggested that I not actually be in the classroom to teach you for a little bit. I've been placed on administrative leave. There, you see administrative leave before you. So let's go ahead and add that to our vocabulary list. Administrative leave, where teachers go when principals can't make up their minds. So yeah, take a minute to add that to your science vocabulary, because you never know what's going to be on the test, right? All right, so make sure you get that. Good, good. So, in addition, Principal Finlayson suggested, or actually required, that I not teach you any more chemistry. So we're going to have a new topic today, which I'm sure you all are very excited about. We're going to start a whole new topic. Hopefully the room is all cleaned up by now and the smell is gone, and I do apologize for any damage and any undue concern I may have allowed you people to create for yourselves yesterday in exploring the chemicals. But I'll bet you all know what a chain reaction is now, don't you? Yeah, you're not going to forget that, right? Score one for the teacher. Oh, and I heard late last night, Tanya is expected to make a full recovery. So I'm sure we'll all be very pleased. I'm sure you're all very pleased to hear that. So today's new topic is birds. We're going to study birds. And what I want you to do, because it's a brand new topic, is get out your science journals, get them out. And I want you to write down everything you know about birds in your journal. So start a new page, put the heading birds up there, and go ahead and write what I know about birds, and then I want you to write everything you can think of that you know about birds. Go ahead and do that right now, and I'll just wait for you right here. Everything you know. Think about it now. Everything. You getting it down? Good. Good. I'll give you a few more minutes. All right, that should be enough time. Good. So you got everything you know about birds down in your journals, right? Good, good. Okay, now, be honest. How many of you wrote nothing? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. But don't be embarrassed about that. If you wrote nothing, I understand. I mean, hey, that's why we have science class, right? So, we're going to start off by me telling you something. No, we're not. That's right, because we do inquiry here, don't we? So I'm not going to just tell you everything you need to know about birds. Instead, I think I'm going to show you a little video that I made yesterday after I left school. And I'm going to show you this video, and I want you to look at the video and see if you can figure out anything about birds. If the video can tell you anything you might want to know about birds. So here's the video. That's right. Birds have feathers. So, everybody in your journals, I now want you to write, birds have feathers, just like you see right up there. Okay? Copy that into your journal. All right, now let's learn some other things about birds. What other characteristics do we have about birds? I know you probably haven't thought of any yet, but we're going to learn right now. And the way we're going to learn, because this is inquiry, is we're going to make our own bird. So, I want you all to get out a pencil, a pair of scissors, some paper, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw and then cut out the body of a bird, like you see right there. Next, take your scissors, and I want you to cut out your bird. So here's our bird. Okay, not much of a bird yet, but we've still got to put some things on it. So what else do we need to add to a bird? What else do birds have? Well, one thing birds have is our tails. Birds have tails. So I need you now to draw a tail for your bird. And look at what I'm doing here. Here's my tail right there. So I'm going to cut that out. And now I'm going to show you something really clever. And I'll bet you would not have thought of this on your own. How do we attach the tail to the bird? I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a cut right here in the tail. I'm going to make a cut right here in the bird. And now I'm just going to insert my tail into my bird. It's a little tricky. So we have our bird and our tail, but it's not complete yet, is it? No, there's still some things missing. What else do birds have? What else does a bird have? Let me think. A beak. Right. Birds have beaks. Go ahead and add that to your science journal, and then I'll show you how we're going to put a beak on our bird here. Okay? Got a box of paper clips, and I'm going to grab a paper clip, and I'm going to put the paper clip on the bird here. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, wait a minute. Hold it. Just give me a second. Let's see. Here we go. No, wait a minute. Don't you hate it when they get all tangled up like this? Let's see. Now, wait a minute. Here's one. Okay, good. Got that one off. Now, let's see. This one. No. Here we go. No, wait a minute. Wait. Got it. All right, good. So I've got a good... I could have just used this one, couldn't I? Well. So I'm going to put the paper clip on the bird to make a beak. Just like that. There. It's getting there, isn't it? Still some things missing. What else do birds have that we haven't talked about yet? I wonder what it could be. What do birds have? Wings, that's right. So now we're going to cut out some wings. And I want to show you something. We need two wings, and we want them both to be the same. So I'm going to do something really, really clever here, and I want you to do the same thing. I'm going to take my paper, and I'm going to fold it in half. And I will draw my wing. I've lost my pencil. Here it is. I'm going to draw my wings now. On one side of this folded piece of paper, but I'm going to cut them both out at the same time. This way, both wings will be exactly the same. Okay, here are my wings. It's time to attach them to the bird. So, grab your staplers, take a wing, fold it about like that, see that? And we'll staple it to this side. There we go. Lost my beak, but I can put that back on. Oh, now I lost my tail. I'll put that back on in a minute. Let me get the other wing on here. Oops, wrong thing. Stapler is what I need, not scissors. And there we go. Oops, try again. There we go. So how many of you think our bird is complete now? Raise your hand if you think our bird is all complete. Uh-huh. You forgot already. Something we learned about birds at the beginning of this lesson. What else does this bird need? Feathers, that's right. So what I want you to do is go into your desk. If you've got any feathers in your desk, get them out, please. And what we'll do is start stapling feathers to our birds. Now we need some feathers on the tail. Here's my stapler. There we go. Give our bird some tail feathers here. Oops. Get that back on. And we'll need some feathers on the body. So as you can see, I'm just taking the stapler and going like that, and got feathers. Oops, I messed the tail up a little bit, but that's okay. Get some feathers on the body here. All right. There we are. How about some feathers on the wings? Gotta have feathers on the wings, right? It's a good thing we're not messing with chemicals today, isn't it? Here we go. Feathers on the wings. And feather on this wing here. And finally, let's give the bird a feather on its head. Put its beak back on. And hey, look! It's an Indian bird. So, now that we got the feathers on, and we've got all the parts in place, what do you think we're going to do with this bird? Something else very important about birds. To find out what that is, I want you to take your bird, stand up at your seat, and just give your bird a gentle little push across the classroom and see what happens. Ready? And here we go. 1, 2, 3. That didn't work out exactly the way I expected it to. It was supposed to fly, because that was supposed to illustrate another important quality about birds, is that birds can fly. So maybe yours did better than mine did. If so, then you learned through exploration that birds can fly. If not, just go ahead and write it in your journal. birds can fly. That's another important quality of birds. Oh, one more thing we need to talk about with birds. I want to show you one more property of birds, and to illustrate this next property, I've made a little animation. So let's take a look at the animation. So we've got this nice little pond, and it looks like there's a bird there, or a duck maybe, and look, the duck is flying overhead. Can you see the duck flying? Oh, someone else sees the duck flying. Look at that. Why, it looks like it might even be a hunter. It flies right over its, oh my goodness. What do you think about that? And why, look at that there. It's a meal. So, what did we learn from that video? What other property of birds do we need to learn? That's right. Birds can be food. Go ahead and enter that into your science journals now. So let's recap everything we've learned about birds. In case you missed anything, you can go ahead and enter it into your journal now. What are some of the most important properties about birds that we learned today? There you see them up there in front of you. Birds have feathers. Birds have tails. Birds have beaks. Oh yeah, birds have wings. Birds can fly. And birds can be food. So there's 5 important properties we learned today about birds. I hope you have them all in your science journals, because you never know what's going to be on the test. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about birds today. Hopefully, Principal Finlayson will let me come back to the classroom soon. I look forward to seeing you all there again at Sheldon Leonard Junior High School. And until then, maybe we'll have some more science videos. So, have a good day, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Bye.